From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now, the latest news.
Kylie Conway has the latest news. The top headlines. News you can use.
Please stand by.
Sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling. Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Thursday, March 18th. A dreary, soggy, and windy day today, perfect for staying inside and watching March Madness tip off. A wind advisory will be in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. We started off the morning in the 50s. Those were the highest temps we'll see today. They're going to creep down throughout the day, ending in the upper 40s for the afternoon. And at least 2 basketball players we learned this morning will not set foot on the court for the start of the men's NCAA tournament. ESPN is reporting that Georgia Tech's top scorer, Moses Wright, will not play against Loyola Chicago tomorrow night. The school's not yet releasing the reason why. Oklahoma's Davion Harmon is out also after he tested positive for COVID-19. The Sooners head coach says no other players so far have tested positive.
Just heartbroken that he's not going to have that opportunity this first weekend. So he challenged our guys to go win a couple, I guess, so we can get back for the second weekend.
Some players from Kansas and Virginia are also being ruled out because they tested positive before they could even make the trip to Indianapolis. Teams have to follow strict protocols in the tournament bubble.
No matter what kind of conditions that they give us with the circumstances that we've been given. And, we're just fortunate to be out here and play.
Seems like there's a million things you could complain about because it's just different. But there's a lot of great things, too. And the best thing of all is I got, 15 guys here who get a chance to play in the NCAA tournament.
At last check, the NCAA has reported 7 COVID-19 cases out of more than 6,900 tests this week. And those disqualifications come just hours before the first tip. 8 teams play in the first 4 games tonight. Fans will be cheering in the stands in West Lafayette and in Bloomington.
Basketball is a part of our city, been a part of our city for years. We're just excited it's here and we're excited to be a part of it.
The Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame motto says 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. Senator Todd Young took the opportunity to talk about Indiana's basketball legacy.
Though basketball wasn't technically invented in Indiana, Indiana is indeed its epicenter.
There will be 67 games in just 19 days. The pandemic makes this the first time in history that one state is hosting the entire tournament. And you could say fans are excited. Hannah Mordeau caught up with a few, and she reports.
Excited. Everybody loves basketball here.
Love is an understatement. For Indiana, basketball in March is a kind of madness.
Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. Everybody's basketball. Final Four, just ready to go.
Ready for 67 games, 6 venues, all in our state.
Basketball is a huge deal. I feel like we sweat it, we live it, we breathe it, we love it. So for a sport of basketball to come to our state in this monumental time, it's just perfect.
Indiana Sports Corp is helping choreograph the big dance. And while excitement is the NCAA tournament's top scorer, the pandemic means a lot of defense.
We are encouraging everybody to keep socially distancing and masking up. We're really working with the Marion County Public Health Department on both what's happening inside the controlled environment and outside. And if we're safe, we'll have a great tournament.
Tournament teams are in their basketball bubble with COVID-19 contact tracing devices. For fans, it means safety precautions and 25% limited capacity in the stands. Still, after last year's canceled tournament, getting here is a slam dunk.
Loving it. Just loving the vibe and us being able to get out and just being able to enjoy the weather, enjoy the stadiums, enjoy all the people and fans from different areas. We're just loving it.
Re-energizing all of us with hope, hoops, and Hoosier hysteria. The only way March can.
Go March Madness!
Fans will notice significant changes inside arenas because of the health crisis. Each venue is open to 25% of its capacity. The number of people allowed inside changes based on the size of each location, since it is that percentage. Fans must wear a mask inside at all times. There is also pod seating arranged to keep social distance. People in the stands will also not be able to interact with the athletes, coaches, or officials. And the tournament brings business, both on and off the court. A new article from Wallet Hub says it can be beneficial to the Indianapolis economy, but it can also take a toll on fans' wallets. Thousands of people are expected to come to Indianapolis for the tourney. An estimated $100 million will be spent right here in the city during the tournament. This is the first time, as I mentioned, that one state will host the whole tournament in its entirety after being canceled for the first time ever last year. 20,000 fans will visit Indy, and more than 2,000 volunteers have signed up to help. In terms of fans' wallets, the starting retail price for Game 1 starts at $110 a ticket. And for the finals round, $1,500. This is all according to Wallet Hub. Plus, there's a 19% increase in beer and pizza sales. Overall, there's an expected $13.3 billion in corporate losses due to unproductive workers. An average worker will spend 6 hours watching March Madness, and 56% of millennials are willing to miss a work deadline to watch a game. And an annual revenue loss of $600 million for the NCAA tournament in 2020 due to the pandemic. Bracket-wise, 47 million people participate in college bracket pools. There's an average bet of $30 on the tournament. To give you an interesting perspective here, 149 million brackets were completed in 2019. 156 million ballots were cast in the presidential election. Some top names in the March Madness tournament are pushing for changes to give student athletes some of the profits of college sports. Rutgers guard Geo Baker is among those leading the push through social media, tagging messages with the hashtag not NCAA property. In one of several tweets, he writes, "The NCAA owns my name, image, and likeness. Someone on a music scholarship can profit from an album. Someone on academic scholarship can have a tutor service." And goes on to say, anything less than equal rights is never enough. The players want several changes, including payment for the use of their names by July 1st, a meeting with the president of the NCAA, federal laws ensuring physical, academic, and financial protections, and a favorable Supreme Court ruling in a case pitting the athletes against the NCAA. The NCAA was on course to relax some of its rules restricting athlete compensation earlier this year, but decided in mid-January to delay a final decision. And the airport is getting ready for people arriving for the tourney. Officials at Indianapolis International say they're expecting the largest influx of travelers since the pandemic began. They anticipate about 13,500 people will depart this Saturday alone.
This airport is ready to handle that and much more. And to handle it comfortably and to handle it in a respectful way and to make sure that people have a high level of customer service.
The airport is decorated for the occasion. Visitors will see Final Four signs, a lot of merchandise, and murals from local artists.
It's fantastic. People are happy. They're buying. Like I said before, people are going on vacation. They're coming in to see a very exciting tournament or series of tournaments. It really is a fantastic feeling to see families traveling again.
Travelers can also expect COVID-19 precautions at the security checkpoint. Acrylic barriers, sanitizing stations, and new credential technology is in place. And Purdue is sending a big thank you to local middle schoolers. Students at Hamilton Heights wrote letters to Big Ten teams, then posted the response that the Boilermakers sent. It says, "We were pumped to receive your welcoming letters and enjoyed reading about each of you and your interests." It ends with, "Thanks for your great letters and your Boilermaker spirit." Purdue plays North Texas tomorrow night at Lucas Oil Stadium. New numbers in from the state show how many people in each eligible age group are getting the COVID-19 vaccine. The oldest age group, 80 plus, is 72%. So it's not the most vaccinated group. That group is those in their 70s, either vaccinated or have signed up for a shot. 75% of them. 63% for those in their 60s. 43% for those 50 years and up, and then 23% for the newest age group to get access, those who are 45 to 49 years old. The state health commissioner is urging more people to sign up, reminding them of what they've missed.
And it really just brings tears to your eyes to know that people can go back now and do those things that you want to do, right? Be at your kids' ball games. So that's really the message that we need to get out, is that this is how we get to where we need to be in the future.
The state health department says pregnant women are now eligible for the shot. The next major step will be to open shots up to people 40 and older. No firm date for that yet. This morning, a local researcher is pushing for schools to reopen before summer break. not for academic or social reasons, but for safety. Andrew Campbell and his research were recently cited in the CDC school reopening recommendation. He says schools play an essential role in detecting child abuse. No kids at school, no one to see what's really going on. Campbell is quick to say sheltering in place was important to contain COVID-19, but that it increased personal stress through isolation. That's a risk factor for domestic violence, but also a deterrent for people to report it. Victims often wait for their family member to leave the house first. That wasn't happening for Indiana's mandatory 6-week lockdown and months of restrictions afterwards.
An increase in calls right before lockdown orders were enacted. I think that was victims knowing that, and many have told me, that they felt they would not survive. And then unfortunately, when those lockdown orders were enacted, most phones went dead, which was an eerie feeling in this field.
Campbell says as schools closed, so did teachers' opportunity to spot a bruise or listen to a plea for help. He says schools need to reopen to give kids a chance to reach out.
School is their one reprieve from abuse. And so, again, I think once kids, feel sure that they're going to continue in that environment, it's not going to be taken away from them again. Hopefully, we'll see more of them feeling more comfortable to disclose, what may have happened during lockdown.
Campbell says it's not just teachers. Other family members, neighbors, even mail carriers and home repair workers can spot abuse. But teachers have the unique opportunity to help as a consistent, friendly face. He does warn then when schools reopen, social services may be overwhelmed with new cases. We have a list of social support services right now on our website, wishtv.com. The fastest way to get help is to call 911.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
We're absolutely looking at a 20-year high for illegal crossings at our southern border.
I appreciate certainly my colleagues' concern about border security, though I have to say I wish they had raised them with the prior administration.
Discussions over the border get heated during a House Homeland Security Committee hearing. The debate comes as 2 immigration bills are scheduled for a vote in the House today. One would give more than 2 million Dreamers and others full legal status and a chance for citizenship. The second would give the same status to around 1 million immigrant farm workers. Both are expected to pass. In line with President Biden, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is not calling the situation at the border a crisis.
A crisis is when a nation is willing to rip a 9-year-old child out of the hands of his or her parent and separate that family to deter future migration. That, to me, is a humanitarian crisis.
Indiana Senators Todd Young and Mike Braun are weighing in on the border situation as well. They and 37 other GOP senators penned a letter asking the Government Accountability Office to review Biden's suspension of border wall construction. Tornadoes are threatening the South. Severe thunderstorms with the potential for a significant tornado outbreak are on the move. The National Weather Service says roughly 16 million people in the Southeast could see powerful storms through this morning. Right now, authorities are urging people in the storm zone to take extra precautions. Our Storm Track 8 team has also been following the storms. Meteorologist Tara Hastings reports that several tornado reports have come in from across parts of Mississippi and Alabama from yesterday and last night. Right now, the storm system is producing strong storms in the southern part of Alabama and now into parts of Georgia. Severe storms are possible this morning and also into the day today. Severe weather threat will shift into the eastern parts of the U.S. today around the Carolinas and Virginia. The woman known as the serial stowaway is back in front of a judge today. The Cook County Sheriff's Office in Illinois says it's now seeking a felony escape charge for Marilyn Hartman. The 69-year-old was arrested at Chicago's O'Hare Airport on Tuesday. The sheriff's office says it used a monitoring device to find Hartman after she escaped from a nonprofit facility in Chicago where she was living. Hartman has been arrested multiple times since 2014 for taking airline flights or trying to pass through airport security without a ticket. 2 people are off the jury in the murder trial of a former Minneapolis police officer. The judge re-questioned 7 jurors yesterday, asking them about the $27 million settlement the city of Minneapolis reached with the family of George Floyd. Chauvin is accused of killing Floyd. 2 of the jurors told the judge that agreement had swayed them, so the judge dismissed them from the panel. And this morning, the man accused of going on a deadly shooting rampage is awaiting his first court appearance. Police are piecing together the moments leading to the gunfire at 3 spas that killed 8 people in Georgia. Robert Aaron Long told police he has a sex addiction and saw the parlors as sources of temptation. Investigators believe he was headed to Florida to make similar attacks. All but 2 of the victims were of Asian descent and 7 were women. Investigators say it's too early to call the killings hate crimes. Long is facing 8 counts of murder and 1 count of aggravated assault. Police say the gun he used in the attacks was purchased legally earlier this week. The House votes to award the Congressional Gold Medal to officers of the U.S. Capitol Police and Metropolitan Police Department. Representatives of both parties agreed to award the work done to protect the Capitol during the January 6th riots. The final vote was 413 to 12. All of Indiana's 9 representatives voted in favor. Lawmakers also want to place a 3rd gold medal on display at the Smithsonian. The bill now moves to the Senate for a vote. Now to business headlines. The Federal Communications Commission fined 2 Texas-based telemarketers $225 million for making automated sales phone calls or robocalls in 2019. Robocalls are a daily annoyance for many Americans. Raise your hands if you're one of them, and they've been rising in recent years, with some estimates showing that billions are made per month. The marketers under the business names Rising Eagle and J Squared Telecom used robocalls to falsely sell short-term health insurance plans. They made about 1 billion robocalls, according to the FCC. 1 in 5 homeowners plans to sell this year. A Coldwell Banker real estate survey says a slew of U.S. homeowners are exploring their plans to sell amid a time when there's record low inventory, coupled with historically low mortgage rates. Younger homeowners aged 18 to 44 are more likely to sell their homes in 2021 compared to older generations. Indianapolis-based Anthem shares hit a 52-week high of $344.28 this week, according to NASDAQ historical data. Anthem recently said it would buy MMM Holdings, MMM Healthcare, as well as affiliated companies from InnovaCare Health. That brings it to more than 267,000 Medicare Advantage and over 305,000 Medicaid-eligible individuals from Puerto Rico. California's 2 Disney theme parks will reopen on April 30th. This includes Disneyland, which has been completely closed since the pandemic began. The California parks will be open initially at just 15% capacity. Americans are itching to hit the road, apparently, now that coronavirus vaccines are being rolled out across the country. A TripAdvisor survey revealed that 50% of Americans are already planning a trip this spring. Millennials were by far the most eager to do so compared to other generations, with over half believing that day-to-day life will return to normal within the next 3 months. And out of the Colts, the team is bringing back its starting running back, Marlon Mack, although he may not be a starter anymore. He signed a 1-year, $2 million deal. Mack's season was cut short last year after tearing his Achilles. The hope is for a 1-2 punch in the Colts' backfield between Mack and Jonathan Taylor. Taylor rushed for almost 1,200 yards in his rookie season. We'll hear from new quarterback Carson Wentz also today. The trade officially went through yesterday. One of his biggest fans seems to be one of the first to know the QB's new jersey number. 13-year-old social media star Giovanni Hamilton posted a picture of himself wearing the number 2 jersey on Twitter. And finally, 37 of the athletes and coaches who are part of the NCAA men's basketball tournament were born in Indiana. Our Olivia Ray caught up with some of them to see what it feels like to chase a title back home again.
Well,
You here?
I made it.
There's nothing like your baby coming home. And I say baby and he's 23. They will forever be your baby.
This one's for all the Hoosier babies, like Ohio State star CJ Walker, whose versions of Cinderella stories involved buzzer beaters and fairy tale endings they were at the Final Four.
This is honestly just a dream come true. I won a state championship, Indianapolis, Indiana, downtown at Bankers Life. So that was another memory, playing downtown, playing in front of my family, all back and forth circle to be able to have an opportunity again to win another championship, at home.
Did we ever imagine this? Could we ever have imagined this? No, we couldn't have imagined this, but we've prayed for this.
For a chance to dance, but never in their wildest dreams did they think they'd get to hit the road to do March in their own backyard.
The amount of competition, talent that's come from Indiana, I think it's fitting.
It's just a different type of air, being in Indianapolis and playing down there. It just feels different.
We all know it's a basketball state, so it kind of makes sense if you ask me, and I don't know why it hasn't happened already.
Sure, there's some Hoosier bias in there, and that'll be hard to avoid for the 37 Indiana natives who have basketball in their blood and are, in fact,
staying home.
I'm coming home.
We're staying home.
I'm coming home. Kind of surreal at the moment. It has been a journey.
And it is a little extra special that it's coming back to Indiana. Great memories, and if it is going to be in one place, that would be the perfect place for me.
To be able to represent Indiana in the NCAA tournament is a big deal, and hopefully younger kids look at that and want to get here one day.
I think it's definitely an advantage, just because we're from the state of Indiana. What a story it'd be if we could make it to the Final Four and compete for a national championship.
The Hoosiers are home, and we're all hoping it'll be one to remember. Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Congratulations and good luck to all of them. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
The News 8 Daily 8 is sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling.
Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast.
The News 8 Daily 8 with Kylie Conway. And be sure to discover even more great podcasts now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.